The term karma appears to have first been mentioned before 1500 BCE in the Rig Veda, which is an ancient Indian collection of Sanskrit hymns. It is one of the four sacred official texts of Hinduism known as the Vedas. The Vedas represent the core philosophy of Hinduism. At that time, karma was only mentioned as a ritual action. If interpreted, it appears to mean action conforming to religious standards. Karma is mentioned again in the Upanishads sometime between 800 to 300 BCE. The Upanishads are Sanskrit texts and teachings passed down from teacher to student. But this time, an addition is given to the term ritual action or karma. It adds consequences to karmic actions. Karma is intrinsically tied into reincarnation, free will, and determinism. The ending of karma, or karmic consequences, releases one from the cycle of birth and death to liberation and enlightenment. The more dominant school of Hinduism is Vedanta. This has spread more globally than other schools. However, there are other schools like Mimamsa where karma is almost negligible. They already assume that the soul is eternal and omnipresent. Therefore, Mimamsa simply focuses on the art of understanding the depth and truth of the Vedas. For example, if we believe in an excerpt of the Vedas, what in you justifies that belief? What do you mean when you say you know something about that belief, and how do you know that? Rather than, like Vedanta, where the focus is on how our behaviors affect our lives, what if Mimamsa had spread more globally than Vedanta? Would we be as bound to the current perception of karma as we are today? As explained by Chirayu Thakar, Vedanta became more global because it unites all the concepts of Hinduism. It is a general umbrella term for the diversity of religious traditions that share allegiance to the Vedas as an authoritative scripture. In Buddhism, there is essentially no description of a soul. It states that we are tied down in a consciousness that has different realms called samsara. They say that we wander around in samsara, and following the eightfold path, we free ourselves from that wandering and being trapped in pain and suffering. Jainism is a religion of self-help. There are no gods or spiritual beings that will help, as the three guiding principles of Jainism are referred to as the three jewels. They are right belief, right knowledge, and right conduct. The supreme principle of Jain living is non-violence. In Jainism, the belief is that subtle matter pervades the entire universe. This matter clings to our soul and obscures it from its pure essence. Liberation is really following a path of purification. Karma is a self-sustaining process that governs our universe. Initially, karma was described as consisting of three types. 1. the karma that we are experiencing in this lifetime. 2. Karma we have not yet addressed. 3. Karma which will result in our future lives. Now, we are learning about other types of karma. We are told of ancestral karma, where we are burdened with the karmic debts of our ancestors. There is universal karma, where the actions of a community as a whole affect each person. For example, global warming or poisoning our planet. Karma, like reincarnation, free will, hatha yoga, is well enmeshed into our modern culture. As we asked in our first episode, how much has karma therefore artificially adapted to fit our culture? We need to ask ourselves, is knowledge of karma expanding because of some understanding in science? For example, we've known about the atom for a long time, but we did not know about electrons and protons. Electrons and protons were always there, but it is only later that we discovered their presence. So how much of the expansion of karma is based on supporting evidence of science, and how much of it is based on adaptation to fit our modern culture? Is ancestral karma a buzzword, or is there emerging science to reveal that? We will explore this further in later episodes.